All right, folks, John Rush here. My wife Terry Rush behind the camera. My son Richard is off right now, just had a baby, so all of you have been watching him through that process. So at any rate, this is a review of the new, this is new for 2017, the Golf Alltrack. This is the TSI SE with 4Motion. So I tell you what, let's just get right into the review. As we go through and we look at the vehicle and we walk around it, you'll notice that the front assembly, the front grille assembly I should say, bumper and so on, looks a little bit different than what you would normally see in the Golf wagon. So this is based on the Golf wagon, but the Alltrack sits about 0.6 of an inch higher, so about a ½ an inch higher than the regular Golf wagon does. You'll notice this vehicle down below, it does have the adaptive cruise control option on it. This vehicle, as it sits with the sticker price, $32,195, and the only option is the driver assistance package, which does come with that adaptive cruise, park pilot, which is the park distance control, front and rear park assist, and then front assist with automatic emergency braking, which by the way works extremely well. So you'll notice it's got a little bit different stance to it, a little more masculine look if you would. And again, it's got a little bit more ground clearance on the vehicle so that you actually can go off-road with this vehicle if you so desire, you know, fishing, camping, things along those lines. And it's got a good look to it. I really actually enjoyed the car, enjoyed driving it, plenty of room. We'll get into that in just one second. I'll talk about the interior room, but this does have the 4Motion all-wheel drive, the 1.8 liter turbo engine, which by the way works pretty well. A little bit of turbo lag at our altitude, but it's not bad. Nice big sunroof on the car, which we'll show you when we get into the interior in just a moment. And it's got the, on the 4Motion, the way it works is the front wheel drive is engaged normally, and when needed, the back end, the back differential will actually engage as needed, and that works with some hydraulic pressure, some oil pressure that they use on a clutch disc, and it engages literally in a nanosecond, momentarily as needed. So as we get into the back end, pull the emblem up, and you'll notice it's got pretty spacious back end. So with the seats up, which they are right now, it's 30.4. With them folded down, which I'll do right now, it is, let me get the snow brush out of the way, it is 66.5, and you'll notice that seat right there is back all the way. So let me move this up just a little bit. And as I do, that seat then will come down. Now, it does not go completely flat. It's pretty close. Now, you'll notice that it does have a little bit of a hill here, but with the seats down, 66.5 feet back here. And one of the things that they're marketing this to, and I think they've done a really good job on it, is really kind of an SUV alternative. You're getting basically, in fact, in some cases, more storage space than you would out of the SUV, with more storage underneath where the tire is and such. But actually more storage space than you would get on an SUV, yet easier to get stuff up and onto the roof. Lower access point in and out. So it's actually a more versatile car in a lot of cases than what you're going to find with a regular SUV. As I climb into the back seat, you'll notice that I didn't move the seat up a whole lot. It's pretty even with the driver's seat, which I'm 5'10". That's what this one is set for. So you could say this is set for basically the same type of a passenger on the passenger side. And I've got a good 6 inches, 6-7 inches of legroom still. A couple of vents back here. There is a fold down center console that's got a couple of cup holders in it, and pretty decent apportionments. Again, for a car that literally is, $32,000 and competes very well in its market with, Subaru and some of those other brands. Really very comfortable inside. And if Terry, if you can get real quick and show the sky roof on the inside, you'll notice the roof comes all the way back. Really a nice sky roof that really opens up the interior. Okay, tell you what, let's shut the camera off for just a minute. I'll jump into the front seat and I'll show you what some of the front apportionments are like and give you my opinion of the 2017 Golf Alltrack. All right, folks, I'm now in the front seat, 2017 Golf Alltrack. And what I want to do is, I don't think we did a good job of showing you the roof a moment ago. I apologize. Again, Richard's not with me, so let me just show you that a little bit better. So that's a little bit better shot where you can really see the entire roof. And one of the things I actually love about the vehicle, by the way, great power, fantastic fuel economy. I averaged way over 30 miles to the gallon in this car. Again, 1.8 liter turbo. Make sure I've got all of my notes. So ground clearance 6.9 inches, and it does come equipped with the CarNet security and service. You can sync 2 phones at the same time on the Bluetooth. It does not have dual climate control. It is just a single climate control. Not a big deal for me personally. Not a halfway, you know, what I should say is a fairly small console, but they've done a good job on the center stack, so you don't have a lot of room here. But I will give kudos to Volkswagen for this. The side door pockets, and Terry, if you can show them that real quick. So the side door pockets, most of you know that I carry around the big hydro flasks. I drink a lot of water throughout the day. You can actually fit the big 40-ounce hydro flask in that front pocket, believe it or not. So there's plenty of room there for the big bottles, and it works fantastic. So as far as how the vehicle drove, how it worked, all of those things, you know, honestly, Richard and I both talked, and this car came just as he was having his baby, so we talked a little bit about it when he was up at the hospital, actually. And, you know, surprisingly, I was thoroughly sort of shocked when I got to drive in this vehicle. I really didn't think a whole lot of it initially. The more I drove it, the more I looked at it, I honestly got to where I really enjoyed driving this vehicle. It works phenomenal. It's quiet. The all-wheel drive works fantastic. Everything as far as how it's positioned driver-wise, it's very ergonomic for the driver, and frankly, just worked really well. I thoroughly enjoyed this vehicle, as I just said. I give it 2 thumbs up. Richard said the same thing. So I tell you what, get out, test drive this thing at your local Volkswagen dealer, and when you do, tell them John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.